All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about how to get your parents to believe in what you do as an entrepreneur, right? Because, I come from a very, Middle Eastern background. I'm from Pakistan, and, everybody, goes to college and whatnot. And it's just that, like, that mandatory thing you have to do. Like, everybody does it. And that's where, they see the parents see the success of their kid, right? And literally, like, me leaving school and all that, and like I get questions from, like, even like people from, like, literally, like, my region, like, Middle East, like near Pakistan, India, like, or even like from here, like, United States. Like, feel like, dude, how do I tell my parents that I don't want to go to school? Or how do I convince them, right? Or how do I, like, get them to actually believe in me and all that stuff, right? So I was like, I literally tell them my story, right? Which I'll explain in a bit. Like, so, like, I literally tell them. The first thing I do, I just laugh at them, because I'm like, it's a tough one, because I went through it. And, I mean, it's not as bad as I think of it now, because they're like really chill and all that, and I just give them money and all that. So, I'm just, like, actually supporting my family and whatnot, right? So now they're like, they understand. But when I was just starting out and whatnot, my mom was true, because, my mom's super nice, but my dad thought, like, I'm an idiot. He probably still thinks I'm an idiot, so it is what it is. And, my uncle tries to, like, why don't you go to school? Like, what's happening with you? Like, are you crazy? Like, do you want to be a failure in life and all this stuff? And all, like, it just touched me. And back then, like, internally, I was like, dude, if only you knew what I knew. Like, if only you knew what I knew, right? And also, I bet you guys ever heard, you guys probably heard the saying, like, don't listen to somebody who hasn't done it, right? Or don't listen to somebody who is, like, not successful or above you, right? And many people, like, give all this stupid advice, yet they don't have anything. I don't care if you have qualifications or not, right? Have you done it? Right? So, like, that's what matters in the sense of when you're getting advice from somebody, right? So even, like, I was watching Gary Vee the other day, and he was giving advice on, like, this kid. He's like a 17-year-old kid and whatnot, and he wanted to drop out of school and all that. And Gary Vee was giving him advice, and then, like, I'm watching, and I'm very blunt, I'm very upfront, and that's, I think, what an entrepreneur should do, right? Because at the end of the day, attention equals income, right? And that's what it is. So I totally disagreed with Gary Vee. Like, he was explaining and all this stuff. I'm like, you're not a dropout. You went to college, you graduated from college, you did all this, you built a multi-million-dollar business, cool, but don't give somebody advice when you've never done something, right? Sure, you can give business advice, but dropping out of high school, you're not in the same situation, right? And the level of playing field is different now than it was 20 years ago, or however long, right? So anyways, your parents don't believe in you. You guys are probably 16, 17-year-olds, maybe 18 years old, thinking of dropping out of high school and whatnot. And do I recommend it? No. Do I vouch for it? No. Did I drop out? Yes. Right? Because I just didn't I already knew, like, I was not going to college. Like, who the hell was going to pay for that? And I come from a very poor family. Like, I don't have rich parents. I had a really great childhood, but living in 3-story houses, I got everything I wanted. But when I came to United States when I was 11, I literally had nothing. Like, even, like, going to the gym, I used to wear boots, because those were the only pair I had, right? So it was very hard when we were starting off and whatnot. So going back to, like, your parents not believing in you, when I was, like, in, like, my 7th grade, I was asking myself, like, who was that successful person in our family? And it was literally nobody. So I was like, you know what? I am gonna be that person no matter what happened. And from that day, I just had this mindset of, I had to be successful. It wasn't a want. It was like, it had to happen. It was like a must, right? So anyways, moving forward to, like, when I was 16, I started reading books, I started getting into fitness and stuff, right? And that changed my mindset, where it was like, yeah, training my body, but I'm not training my mind. So that's where I read books and all that, and I started doing that stuff. And eventually there's a time came where I just knew I wasn't going to college, and I told everybody, like, yo, I'm not going to college. And everybody, like, are you delusional? Are you dumb? Are you this? Are you that? And I get it, but and you may be in the same situation where like, dude, school is stupid, school is this, school is terrible, it doesn't teach anything, and I agree. But there's other people who may like, dude, you're an idiot, you don't understand, this is the only way to success, so I totally get both point of views. And like I said before, I don't vouch for anything. Like, literally dropping out of school is a huge risk, I agree. It's probably one of the riskiest thing you do, but I was reading books and stuff and all this stuff, and literally I want to burn all the boats. So my only thing is if I just have to succeed, right? Because if not, I'm gonna be homeless for probably the rest of my life, right? So I had to succeed, and that's I just burned all my boats. No, GED or high school diploma. No, nothing. Like, what qualifications do I have, right? Nothing. And first, my parents didn't believe in me and everything, so it was hard. So anyways, getting back to this topic on your parents don't believe in you, how can you convince them? How can you do this, right? So if you are in high school, you should start like a side business. If you don't already have a side business, forget it, right? If you're not already doing something like with business, reading books does not count. Reading, like, going through courses does not count. Having an actual business and making $3,000 to $4,000 or $5,000 a month, okay, then you have something. Then you can probably convince your parents, look, I've been doing this, I'm gonna be really good at this, right? And so some parents like don't even see it afterwards, and I get that. Like, my mom like didn't really care. She just like, dude, like at first she was like kind of like, come on, you should go to college, they teach all this stuff, and I get it. Like, I get like her background, where she comes from, and all that stuff, right? But and like I had to explain it to her and everything, and I had to show her like, oh, I'm doing this cool, like, are you making money, right? Like all this stuff, right? And then my dad, he's like, dude, you're an idiot, fucking doesn't even go to school, sits at home all day, plays games, and all that stuff, right? And on his laptop all day and stuff, right? So I got all that, right? And it was hard. I was like, it hurt, right? I used to get angry when, like, my dad said it, right? Like I used to get pissed off, like, why the hell? Like, and like internally, I was like, why the fuck do they think that, right? So, like, if they could only realize what I was actually doing, right? Like, what I'm actually trying to build, a business and whatnot, right? So the only way your parents are going to believe you, and it's not going to be a day, it's not going to be 2 days, it's not going to be 2 weeks, it's not going to be 2 months, it's over time, building slow process, right? I dropped out. My dad did not know. He did not know, right? I was there, my mom knew, obviously, my sister knew, but nobody else knew, right? And over time they knew, but over time I was making money, right? And also, like, in my family, I'm that guy who, like, everybody just looks up to, right? Because working out and all that stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know, I don't want to be like too cocky about it, but like, I'm just that leader in like a household. Like, whenever like they need something, they like call me and whatnot. So I just have that sort of like mentality in the way I do things, and I think that helps in my case. Your case may be different and whatnot, right? So it really depends. And I have a huge family, so like that's why, right? Not like I only have a sister and a mom and dad, but other than that, like, I have a huge family, like, as a whole, right? But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like, the way to get your parents to believe in you is, can you show them success? Can you show them, look, here's what I'm doing? Are they okay? They're still gonna be skeptical. Still, why? Because at the end of the day, they care about their kids. Everybody cares about their kids, and you gotta look at it from their perspective. I used to get pissed. I used to get mad at them. I seriously mean that. Like, I used to get pissed at them, but I'm like, okay, wait, let me take a step back and let me look at it from their point of view, right? Their perspective. And then, like, at the end of the day, like, I get it. Like, I get why they say things. Like, you just have to understand. But dude, you just gotta take the pencil back. Like, yeah, like, everybody's right. You're like, when you were born, like, your parents write down like, you have this book, book of your life, and for the first couple years, your parents write down, and then your teachers write your life, and then your friends write your life, because you want to in group. But like, there's a certain point of time where you gotta take the fucking pen or pencil back and write your own life and do what you want to do, because I genuinely encourage that. Do what you genuinely think you can do, because if you literally think that you want to be successful and you can prove it by having small incremental success over time, then I guess go ahead, do whatever you want. I don't encourage anything, but at the end of the day, I'll support you, right? Because me, I just knew it's a must. You better fucking shoot me if you want me to go to college. I'll speak there. I'll speak as a speaker. Sure, would love to. Would love to teach everybody else. I love doing that. But going back to school, you better shoot me. Getting out of entrepreneurship, I love this. I have a huge passion about this, right? That's me. And if you're kind of like me, dude, I don't want to say do it because then I don't want to get my ass kicked, right? So, it's totally up to you and how you want to do it, right? So, so enable for your parents to believe in you. I think you just gotta have a lot of small incremental success and show for it, right? And at the end of the day, the decision is in your hands, not your parents, right? And even if something bad happens, it's okay. Everything, even if you get kicked out of your house or something like that, see, I don't want to take that responsibility because I know I'm covering a topic that is very hard, and it's just not a lot of people talk about it. So show incremental, small incremental success, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, right? In business at least, right? And show that you could do this, and hopefully they'll believe in you. And if not, dude, just take a year off, finish high school, just finish it. If you're a senior, just finish it. Don't be an idiot like me. I don't know what else advice to give you. And also it depends on what your intuition is, right? Because sometimes you just know deep down inside you, and that was me, right? But if you're in that phase where you're kind of like this, dude, finish high school, all right? And if you want to go to college, go ahead. If not, you want to take a year off and do business and see how you do, cool. Try it. If you fail, go back, right? It doesn't matter, right? And just don't make mistakes. So yeah, that's all I have for you today, and hopefully see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe down below. Comment down below if you have any questions or more content you want me to make, because I need ideas, because I'm not a creative person. But I am really good, a detective type of thing. What is that guy doing? Can I remodel it, right? So, and that's how I build my business, right? So that's pretty much it for today. Topic on why your parents, how to make your parents believe in you. So yeah, hope you have a great day or great night or great evening or whatever time it is, wherever, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, peace out.